guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to Halloween. We have finally reached Halloween for 2025 and we reached the last film in my Nunsplotation week, and we're going to be looking at Lucio Fulci's Demonia, released on Arrow Video. So before we get to anything about the movie, let's have a look at the edition. So here we have the physical release of Demonia, the last in our Nunsplotation week. This is on Arrow Video. So I need to just take it out of its protective casing. Please excuse me while I do this. These protectors are really cool, but then it's getting your hand in there just to open it. I'll try to keep some of my special editions in there. Here it is. Need to move things around a little bit, and I need to come up slightly because this one is a special edition. It comes with a slipcase, just a general normal slipcase, not a hard box. And then the box opens out like a crucifix, I believe. Well, a cross anyway, not a crucifix as such. Like that. And we have the film on Blu-ray. We have Lucio Fulci documentary there on Blu-ray on the extra disc. Up here in this part we have some art cards. Great picture there, Lucio Fulci in it. So we have art cards, and in this part we have the booklet that comes with this release. Fantastic release here from Arrow Video. I kind of wish they did more like this. And there we go. Just got to try and remember how to fold this up. It folds up like that. And that is the physical release of Demonia. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful, wonderful edition there of this amazing film in this great setup here. Really cool. So let's see if we have any special features on the disc. So here's our main menu for Demonia. Let's have a look at the special features here on the Blu-ray. We have a commentary by Stephen Thrower, Holy Demons, which is an interview with uncredited co-writer Antonio Tentori in 2020 for Severin Films. We have Of Skulls and Bones, an interview with camera operator Sandro Grossi, again by Severin Films. We have On the Set of Demonia, rare backstage footage of the set of Demonia shot by assistant director Antonio Tentori. Oh, hit the wrong button there. Sorry about that, guys. I hit the play button to the back button. We have Fulci for Lives, which is a short interview with Lucio Fulci by M.F. La Degree in 2009 during the visit of the Demonia set. Obviously, it's not on this much on this disc about Lucio because there's an extra disc of a documentary of his. We have the original trailer. And that is the special features on Demonia. So as you see, there's a number of special features on the film, which is really cool, and that's just on the Blu-ray disc. There is a DVD in there which will also hold another amount of special features on it. Let's get to the story. This is based upon in Sicily, which is an island just off Italy, and the film starts back in like history where we got these nuns being dragged to their death to be crucified on these crucifixes in like this sort of dungeon area of a church or this sort of monastery area, and they're dragged there by local people, and they are crucified. They're nailed to the cross, and they die, sort of thing. And then we cut to the future, and we meet Liza, and she is a architect, and she's a part of a team from Toronto. They're in Toronto, this team. It's in the 90s, and it starts with them having like a seance, and this seance awakens something from this place in Sicily where they're going to be going, where Liza starts visualizing these bad things happening to these nuns, and she faints at the seance. Anyway, she still goes ahead, and the team of her and her colleagues, they all go over to Sicily to investigate this kind of like open air kind of like theatre area where they're digging up, they're looking for Greek mythological sort of like finds in this dig. But Liza's very drawn to the small town close to this dig site where these nuns were killed. She keeps going there, and all the locals don't like it because they're trying to cover and hold and cover something up that's bad that's happened there. And so she persists in investigating. She ends up getting threatened by some of the colleagues there, and the local mayor also comes to visit them, say they won't get any help with these digs from locals because if anything they will try to kill them because they don't want anything to be unrevealed what's happened in their past. But Liza keeps getting these visions of what's happening, and then she meets an old lady that lives there, and she tells them what's happened, why these, because first of all you're thinking, why were these nuns sort of sacrificed or executed, is the word I'm looking for. And then she tries to explain, because they were holding orgies in their monastery, in their convent. They were holding these orgies, and the men that they were holding it with all disappeared, and we see like flashbacks to them having this sort of sexual encounters, and they're stabbing and killing these men. And then a couple of the nuns, I believe, become pregnant with babies, and the babies are never seen. And again, we cut to seeing a nun carrying a baby out of being born, being carried out, and then putting it on a fire and burning. So we see burning babies in this film, and we see all these people that are investigating around this investigation around what's happened to these nuns getting killed. So a lot of the archaeological team are getting killed off in very gory Lucio style. Lucio Fulci also makes an appearance as like a detective. Let's talk about the characters. So I don't want to go any deeper into the plot because I want you to try and watch it and find out. But the characters are really cool. I actually really enjoyed them. They're really cool characters, and I'm not very good with names, so I'm not going to even go with the names. But the woman that played Liza is really cool. She's quite mysterious. She's like always got this sort of open gaze about her, and she's sort of like, you're thinking, you know, she's really sort of visual. You get the feeling she is really visualizing these sort of nuns and what's happened to them, and she's very intrigued because she wants to delve into it to find out what's happening and why the locals are so protective over this area and the stories. And so she's quite convincing, and some of the locals are quite cool. I've recognised a few of them from other Italian films. And our sort of male lead, who's like the lead of this archaeological dig, he's pretty cool as well. I think he's got a thing for Liza, and he tries protecting her and stuff like that. But she's getting drawn into these things, and then she starts visualizing this nun, and they sort of becoming one and one almost. Sort of the nun sort of controlling her way she's doing, so she's almost hypnotized walking to these places. So it's really, really cool and really thought out. So here's my final verdict. This is essential Lucio Fulci. This is a 10 out of 10 film to me. I loved it so much. It was so cool. It's filmed in a way that's very similar to his Gates of Hell trilogy. It's got that feel about it, and the gore is on the same par as the Gates of Hell trilogy. So you don't know what the Gates of Hell trilogy are. That's the Beyond, City of the Living Dead, and House by the Cemetery. It's sort of filmed in that kind of same way, where the story is all jumbled up but sort of falls together as the story goes on. And the ending is not the ending you'll want. They never are, but that's fine. And it's filmed like that, and it's got lots of gore in it. It's really cool, and also some of the photography is almost filmed quite glazy and hazy, a bit like a kind of Robert De Palma style, with that sort of dreamy like camera sort of effect, which also brings a sort of mystery to the film. But the environment's really cool, the cast are cool, the deaths are really cool, the nuns parts is really creepy, and they're just really cool. And I promised you a real horror Nunsplotation film at the end of this week, because the other two were more sort of drama based, but this one is definitely more onto the horror. It's going to be, because it's Lucio Fulci. The pluses of this edition, as you can see, it's a wonderful edition. When I opened it out, it opens up like a cross, like a crucifix. It's got art cards, it's got booklets, it's got a whole Blu-ray documentary about Lucio Fulci, it's got the film, it's got special features. It's great, it's fantastic. I can't fault it whatsoever. And it looks really cool. It looks dated, but it looks really, really cool. It's got a great soundtrack, and I loved everything about it. Demonia, 10 out of 10. You guys seen it? Let me know down below. A lot of people slate the film. They think it's a weaker film because it's one of his later films. This is about 1990, I believe. You know, so it's a little bit later on to his career. But it's just wonderful. It's typical Lucio, and it's just so cool. I loved every single minute of the film. I was glued to it. It's got some slow burn moments, which I like, with sort of like the gathering of the information about characters. It's got some messed up deaths in there. It's got these weird things, what's going on sort of moments, because you do get lost a little bit, especially at the end. The end's the only thing that's a little bit not as good to the rest of the film. But I'm not going to tell you about it. But it's not the ending I would have liked. But it was still a good ending. But it wasn't the one I liked. And it gets a bit almost ghost-like sometimes, where you see a nun walking, like disappear, sort of thing, like a ghost, or just appear, like Mr. Bent. But yeah, it's got like some bits in that which is a little bit jarring at times, thinking what is happening. But I like that with these sort of films, because that my friends is where the re-watching value comes, to try and figure out what that was going. And the best way to do that is watch it with audio commentaries, because you find out a lot of information about the filmmakers and directors, what they were trying to imply by that way, and it works out really well. This is the second time I've seen this. When I first saw it, I thought, this is fucking messed up, and then when I watched it again, it fell into place a lot more. And I've got to say, it's got one of the most goriest, brutalist deaths I've seen in any film. It's up there with a Terrifier death. That's all I can say, and that's all I'm going to say about it. If you watch it, you'll see it, you'll know what I mean. Guys, go and check out some horror channels for me. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man v Film, RS Design, Pizzawell, I am Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, Grumpy Andrew's Horror House. And a massive shout out to my lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.